It's the holiday. Ho, ho, ho. Oh my gosh. Y'all, when I tell you I had so much fun doing this look is for any woman, but especially if you are the mature woman over 40, 50, and you want a glamorous holiday look because you're wearing red this holiday. Let me show you how to do your makeup when you're wearing red for the holiday. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Darlene Obiyan, and welcome to my channel, Beauty is What I Do 2.0. And what that means that we are women of a certain age, and we talk about beauty, lifestyle, home decor, travel, all the things, faith. And today we are talking about how to do a glamorous, soft look for the holidays when you're wearing red. I had so much fun putting this look together, and I can't wait to show you how I did this. So get you some tea, get you some notes, get your pen, get your camera, get your makeup if you want to follow along, because baby, you're gonna need to practice this one before the day comes around. So join me as I show you how to do this look for the holidays. You guys, we are about to get started with this holiday look. Most people like to wear red during the holiday. So I'm about to take you through some steps. So I hope during that intro, you went and got your notepad, you went and got your makeup, you got your pen, you got your phone. You should be recording yourself as you're doing your makeup because this right here is about to take you to the next level. So I'm going to get started with skincare this time. I've already washed my face with my most favorite Kiehl's cleansing balm. Now I'm about to go in with my rose oil. You guys know that I love so much. And I'm going to just add a couple of drops of this to my face. Put in. Next, I'm going to go in with another moisturizer that I actually really love. It's the Kiehl's Ultra Moisturizer. Oh my God. And what I love about this moisturizer is that it has an SPF of 30 in it. And I trust it under makeup. A lot of times I will sometimes not use an SPF on a client or even on myself when I know I'm going to be taking images because that titanium dioxide that's in the SPF can sometimes push through. And I don't want that. But this Kiehl's moisturizer is tried and true. It does not do that for me, so I feel okay with it. And as you can see, the face is nice and glowy, hydrated, and there we are. Next, I'm going to go in with my favorite Clinique, my Clinique eye cream, all about eyes. And I'm going to let that penetrate in. I love this eye cream because it wears very well under my concealer and because it does the trick. It's cooling, it's depuffing, it helps to soften fine lines. It's reasonably priced. So I absolutely love it. So while that is penetrating in, I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going to be using Laura Mercier translucent powder travel size. And I'm going to dust some powder on my brows. Why? Because I'm going to dust it on my brows because I've already added all this oil and moisturizer to my brow, and I need this area to be nice and matte for my pencil that I'm going to use to now fill in my brow. I'm using the All About Eyes Brow Pencil number 4.5, and I'm simply just brushing them up. I clearly forgot my brow gel, and I love the Maybelline Superlock Brow Gel. So I'm going to add that first. I'm going to fill it in. As you know, I always like to start underneath. I extend it out. I like to go ahead and do the other side just so that I know that I'm nice and even. Sometimes you guys, as you're doing your brows, you got to stop and just look and make sure that it is even before you continue. So you don't have to go back and make all these corrections. Now I'm going on top, bringing it around, and then I'm filling in the extra here in the front, and that looks great. Remember that your brows, sisters, they are not twins, so they are not going to be perfect. At least at this age, I'm not trying to get perfect brows. It's for real. It's not that serious for me. Done with the brows. So now I'm going to use an angle brush by, I believe it's by MAC. And I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to use this brush with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee. And I'm going to use this to outline my brows on top and underneath. So I put a little bit on the back of my hand, this angle brush, and I'm going right underneath my brow. Same thing on the other side. And then I'm taking this fluffy brush by No Technique, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend it down. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit more, just right on my lid to prep my eye for my shadow, and then I'm going to set it. Blending that out. And then you guys, I'm going to use today for my foundation, Juvia's Place foundation stick. And the color I'm using is called Guinea. And I'm literally going to just use that same brush, take off a little bit at the top, and I'm going to use this to outline my brows on top to give it a nice clean look. I take my concealer brush and just blend that out. And that brow sure is pretty. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just taking little small strokes. Take your time with this, you guys, especially on the opposite side of the face where you may not feel like you have as much control with the brush. And then blend it up. So you guys, the goal is you want to look special, but you still want to look like you. And I went with a medium brown pencil on my brow because the root of my hair is really a dark black. So as my roots began to grow in, it matches and it just complements my skin tone. The next thing you want to do is you want to now set this. And you want to set it with that same Laura Mercier powder, that same brush that you used earlier, and just tap on top. And you want to go ahead and tap and set everything else. Don't be concerned about the white that you see because when we spray the face down, all of that will disappear. Guys, so here's the fun part. We're about to get into this shadow. It's going to be a nude, but it's going to be a slight smoky nude, and we're definitely going to be doing lashes for sure. And the palette that I'm using is called Plain in Makeup by Yolando. This is a Black-owned cosmetic line, and I absolutely love the tones and the colors. So I'm going to be using probably this brown here, and I'm going to be using this darker chocolate brown there. I'm going to start off with a firm pointed eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in first with, actually no, I'm going to start off with a fluffy pointed blending eyeshadow brush. This is a MAC brush, and you guys, I will link everything below. And I'm going to start off with the lighter color first. If you notice, I'm just patting the color because I want all of the benefit or the payoff of the pigment. And that's how you get it. You pat it, place it where you want it, then you can go back and blend it out. Patting it on both sides. More than two colors. You do have to take your time to get it to look the way you want it. And then with blending. So now I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to go in with the darker brown. And I'm going to bring that to my lower crease to give it some depth. Going back and blending with the first brush, not dipping it into any color because there's already still color in the brush. Just blending now the two colors together. Perfect. Now you guys, I'm going to do a soft, lighter, matte, light tone on my lid. And I'm going to go in with Makeup by Yolando, the eyeshadow base. And it's a light color, and the reason it's so light is because I really want the shadow to show up. So I'm going to use a small shadow brush like this, and I'm going to squeeze it onto the brush, place it right on my lid. So this is going to be like a very soft cut crease look. I used to do the harsher cut crease, but child, I ain't got time for that. Remember, we midlife. We want easy. We want cute and easy. Because this brush is nice and flat, and it has an angle. It fits right up in there very nicely. So you basically want to take it where your eye socket goes in. Once you feel that, that's where you're going to stop. You're just going to stop halfway mid-eye. Could that not be any easier? Have you guys always been wondering, how did I get that? Well, it's the base first that you have to use. And then the shadow that I'm going to use is this creamy tone right here, like an off-white. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush for this. Come on, how pretty is that? Again, on the other side. And then I'm going to go back with my brushes to blend in those other colors that we used. And I'm just tapping it right where the white color or the lighter color ends. And then I'm taking the darker tone with the smaller brush and tapping it on the outside. Y'all, it's as easy as that. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. And we're done here. So now it's time to pop on the lashes that I use. People ask me about them all the time. And where did I do the box? Come on, seriously, I purposely took it out here so that I can show you guys. You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm back. So these are the lashes. Have you guys ever seen these in a beauty supply store? They're like $6, $7.99. I have tried to find these on Amazon and they don't exist. I can only get them at a beauty supply store where they sell wigs and all that. That's where you'll find these, and they're fantastic. This is the number, because they don't even have names, you guys. But that's the number right there. So jot that down. And I'll put it in the description too, but these are the lashes I love. So I use duo glue. So let's get these lashes on. Then after the lashes, I'll do my liner. I'm not sure if this is how you apply your lashes, but I always like to add glue to the lash as well as to my eye. That way they just stay on so much better. So I'm gonna let that dry, let that get nice and tacky, and then I'm gonna apply, and I will be back with my lashes on, girl. So one thing I don't do at this age is, y'all, I don't wear the real big, long, fluffy lashes. Though I love lashes, because I honestly don't have a lot of eye space to get away with a huge lash. Like this right here is my limit, and I love it. God, please don't ever let them discontinue this brand. Please, because I love it. So now I'm going to use a black eyeliner by Rare Beauty. It's a liquid. It's a pen like this. And we're going to start in the corner and work our way out. Now I'm doing on a normal basis. I normally do not use a liner, a pen, but because we're doing holiday, we're doing evening, we're doing beginner friendly glamour, I think that a liner is called for. It's not going to be super big. I don't do super big liners, but I am going to do a liner. So mostly to take this across the band, and it gives, right, just a little bit extra compared to the other eye. I go underneath. There we go. Y'all see the difference? We like that, girl. Get that band. Good. And I just got to get that corner. Perfect. So we are done with that. Now I got to put all this stuff to the side. I got to make sure I put all the links down for you guys. Now we're going to move on to foundation, guys. It is time for foundation. And so you know what I like to use as soon as I find it is the Laura Mercier primer. Why am I having a hard time with this focus? There we go. So we're going to use this all over. First of all, I'm going to just wipe underneath my eye and make sure nothing has fallen down. If it has, see, I'm going to grab that. You want to grab that, y'all. You start going in with your primer, grab that. And now the primer are in the center of the face. I love this hydrating primer by Laura Mercier because usually when I am doing a full face, I do sometimes use a semi-matte foundation. I'm not going to use one today because I'm going to be using powders. And so I don't want it to be looking all super dry or matte. No, I meant that. I don't want to look super dry. So that's why I'm using this hydrating primer. And then the foundation stick, as I said earlier, I'm using Juvia's Place. The color is called Guinea. I'm just going to run that like that. How easy is that? And then I'm going to buff it in with my foundation brush by MAC, the 170 brush. And because my face is nice and hydrated from everything that I put on first, plus my primer, butter color is perfect. Matches my, as you can see, my neck very well. If you're my color, you think this would be good for you. Let's get this forehead. And I think that looks good. I'm going to look in my close-up mirror. Make sure everything is blended. That's great. All right. Now we're going to use our concealer and we're going to put it in all the areas that we want to highlight. And so I'm using Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And the color is called Warm Sand. Oh, you know what? We're going to just use that right there. How about I was not intending to use this yet? But that's okay. So this is how you pivot. I also want to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee, the one that I use on my brow. That's what I wanted to use first, y'all. But that's okay. We're going to pivot. See how it's a little darker. So I didn't want anything too light for my first concealer, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it do what it do, as Jamie Foxx said. We'll squeeze. Okay. And while that's sitting, we're going to go in with the contour. And the contour I'm using is by Black Opal, and the color is Gone. I don't know, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know. We're going to do that there. And we're going to do a little bit underneath there. And I'm going to grab my brush and I'm going to take my brush and be strategic about placing it down the side of the highlights. Got my jawline, guys. A little bit there and a little bit there. So you see, take a picture. You guys don't forget where to put it. Take your picture. Now I'm going to use, this time I'm just going to use a brush to start to blend out my contour. See, I'm not moving it, keeping it right in place. This is a contour brush by Morphe. Brushing that back, what's on the breast, bringing it down here, tapping this in. Great. Y'all, that's cute already. I don't know what you thought, but that's what I think. And then I'm go ahead and wet my face down with some, and I'm going to, I must be tired because I completely did that backwards. I meant to put my blush. I'm gonna just take my beauty blender and that. Y'all know this is my favorite liquid blush because it's so luminous and it's not too bright, right? And now I'm going to take my concealer brush and I'm going to start blending out the concealer. Starting with the edges first. You know, it's a little rough before it comes together, but it comes together. Get this forehead, get down this bridge of this nose. Let's get this chin. Now I'm going to go back with my beauty blender and I'm going to tap out the edges. I'm going to get up underneath there. And then the little bit that's on my blender, I'm taking it underneath. And then the foundation that's left on that brush, I'm also using that. Blend everything seamlessly. I know the nose, you guys. I know. I'm getting there. I'm squeezing my beauty blender and I'm hitting that contour. So I'm going to use my mirror to get a closer look to make sure everything is blended. And then we're going to set. So now I'm going to use this original RCMA translucent powder to set underneath the eye. And then I'm going to use a yellow powder to set the rest of the face. I'm going to use my puff here. So once you get the powder in your puff, you want to tap out any excess on your hand because you don't want all of that. Make sure it's nice and smooth before you go in. And now set. Ooh, do y'all, don't act like you don't see that. Don't, please. Girl, brushed. Come on. Tap, get out those any creases before you set. I love this powder because it's nice and thin. It's not too drying because I am a woman of a certain age, right? I'm not trying to look dry and wrinkly under the eye. No. So now I'm going to also set those other areas that we highlighted and down the center of the nose. Ladies, get the side of the nose. Set this. Okay, now I'm going to set the rest of the face with a powder brush. And I'm going to use a yellow powder because I'm going to come back with another powder to make it look even more flawless. Y'all, I'm just feeling really cute right now. I'm now going to use my True Complexion color palette to go back over where I put my contour. And I'm going to use the, as you can see, my favorite color is the dark one here. Tap into that. Don't you love when you just see it, you start to see it come together? And I'm also going to use a little bit of it here. Just tapping it. Now, we're going to do a little blush. And the blush I'm going to use is also by Playing with Makeup by Yolando. And this is the blush palette here. So gorgeous. And I'm going to use this cranberry, I believe. No, I'm going to use this terracotta. I'm just going to tap that right on top using the side of my brush. A little bit, tip of my nose. Listen, I don't care what y'all, I don't even, listen, I know. I already know. Now we're gonna do just a little baking. Little. Going back into that white powder again. I'm gonna put a little bit underneath the eye. Little here, very little because I don't like to bake a lot. On the side of my nose. And while that is baking just a little bit, I'm gonna use my black eyeliner by Urban Decay, my favorite. And I'm going to go into my waterline. Same here. And then I'm going to use a little bit of, the brown shadow from the palette to smoke it out just a little bit. And I'm going to use a small brush like that. I'm going to get that brown shadow and take it up underneath. See that? Okay, just about done. Perfect. All right, y'all. Now it's time to wipe it all off, all the extra. So I'm going to go in with my Sephora Finishing Smooth Powder, and I'm going to use that to swipe away the setting powder underneath my eye here. And then I'm going to use, I always use two powders, the Sephora one, and this color is called Toffee. I'm going to use that for the rest of the face. I'm going to use that powder brush. I'm just going to tap that. And this is what brings the whole look together. And I'm going to use the small brush to also swipe it on the side of my nose. And I'm going to get a closer look, and it looks amazing. So I'm going to do two sprays before I do lips and a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to do first this NYX Dewy Finish one. We're going to do that one first. Hydrate it real good. Then we're going to come in back with our On Till Dawn final setting spray. Now, then we're going to go into these lips. Y'all already know. I'm going to do some chestnut. And then my favorite nude pink, which is by Too Faced. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact color name. I want to say it's called Bottomless, but I'm going to add that here. And we're going to just let that dry. Don't press it together yet. And I'm going to use my brown mascara by, who is this by? Yeah, I don't even know. Drift Make Waves mascara. The color is Drift. I'm not sure who this mascara is by, but I'm not using black. I'm using brown. Remember, I don't want to look harsh. Brown will give me, it's just enough. Now, I'm going to pat that together. And if you remember the trick that I told you about in the first video, you're going to take a lip brush or a small shadow brush. And you're going to blend. It's dry. That's how you get that gradient look. I'm going to give a little bit more touch. I'll blend that out. And now I'm going to end it or top it off with a gloss. I think I want to top it with a gloss. Or, I have another idea. Let me just see about this other idea. I like that kind of peachy. So this is by YSL. I've had it for a while, but I'll let you know what color it is. And then I will top it with gloss. This is by She Glossy Lips, and I'm just gonna put that on top. It's clear with a little bit of iridescent glitter in it, which I have always liked glitter in gloss. Love. I wish I could kiss myself, because girl, this is fantastic. Now I'm going to use this Hyper Real Glow by MAC, and it's got 3 different shimmers. Just going to use a little bit down this in her face. Not a little bit, girl. Not too much, because I still know my age, right? But just a little. See? That's it. And that's it. Girl, all I can say is it's going to be in the links. It's going to be in the description. All the links will be in the description. Ooh, child. I love it. So now we're going to finish off this whole look. We're going to put on that red dress that you've been dying and you've been holding on to. I've had mine for a while, but I just love it. So we're going to put on that red dress. We're going to have some gold accessories and a beautiful necklace, and let's see how we're going to pull this whole look together. Oh, and then let's talk about this. We're going to take this out. So we're not, I know it look crazy, but we're not going to leave it like this, y'all. We're not going to leave it like this. I love these because it gives the best curls. When I tell you, child, the best curls. Ooh, the best. But guess what? We're not going to leave it down. We're going to do a pin up, y'all. So be back. Bam. Y'all, I did not mean to do it to you like this. I did not mean to do it to you like this. But this is how you do red. When you're wearing a red outfit, you don't necessarily have to wear a red lip color. You can wear a soft pink, play up those eyes, make sure the skin is looking flawless, and you are ready for the holiday. Okay, so let me give you guys a full look, a full glimpse at this look. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here is the full look. The necklace is from Amazon. Can y'all believe it? This necklace is from Amazon. This dress I got several years ago from, let me pull it down, y'all. Several years ago from Neiman Marcus. Okay. The pearls I got from a little boutique. Michelle watch with a red band for the holiday. Sorry, I don't know if you guys could hear me. I think I had it covered up. This little bag was a gift, and it goes perfectly with, hold on, let me pull this down and see if you can see my shoes. I don't know how you guys do this on YouTube. How do you show your full outfit? You guys who do these fashion hauls got to tell me how you do it. But yeah, this is the whole look. So that's it, you guys. I have had so much fun doing this.